Some girl tried to take me on a date to Outback Steakhouse.
Outback.
It's giving broke. It's giving budget. It's giving 9 to 5. So I've been up on my story nonstop. So I decided, like, let me respond because I was bored. She doesn't have a car. Oh. It's giving still lives at home. That's what it's giving. She said, do you mind picking me up? I said, ick. She said, what? I said, never mind, nothing. She's talking about some, so what's up? Let me come inside. Excuse me? Did she think I was easy? This is grade A. I don't just give this out to anybody. She's not paying my car note. She's not.
She didn't give you a haircut?
No. I had to pay for my own haircut.
No.
So we went to the mall, right? She talking about some less window shop. Yeah. I got the ick so bad. Like, I was like, poor? So I'm bringing her over to Louis V. She's clearly trying to stray away. I said, come on. And then get this. iPhone 14. Didn't even have the fucking 15.
No.
Like, ick, automatically.
No.
Hey, baby, let me see it.
I had to tell my mom. I said, Mom, this is why I went to Japan to get me a wife.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I said, that's why I ain't marry no black woman. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom got so mad when I said that. Come on. Like, I asked my wife for a glass of water, and she was pregnant at the time, and she ran to the kitchen to get it and came back. And my mom's like, why you got this girl running to the kitchen? I said, I didn't ask her to run. I just asked her for a water, but that's how they do it. That's I don't know why they do it like that, but they hurry up and get you shit. When you ask her, I asked her really nice, hey, babe, can you get me a glass of water? And she just jogged to the kitchen.
Right.
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah.
And my mom was mad. And then from that second on, my mom was in her head. And by the time my mom left, my ex-wife was already acting like a black girl, doing all this. I was like, fuck.
But if you guys caught that, this is a reason why you don't bring foreign women back to the United States. They will eventually get Americanized. Because if you guys didn't catch that, he said his ex-wife.
And my mom was mad. And then from that second on, my mom was in her head. And by the time my mom left, my ex-wife was already acting like a black girl, doing all this. I was like, fuck.
So he's divorced to this woman now. His own mom ended up turning on him and deprogramming that foreign woman. Stop bringing foreign women back to the States. And I don't know why he ended up getting married to her in the first place. Like, he did not have to do that.
Marriage rates in the United States from 1990 to 2020. Here's a beautiful little graph for all you nerds out there like myself that like to see this stuff. Look at this decline from the 90s just to 2020 alone. Look how that drops off right there. And you can even see there in about 2016, 2017, red pill content. And then you see a huge, bigger decline. And this is a shout out to Bachelor Joker on X. This is Better Bachelor for those of you who know him on YouTube. I like this guy's stuff. I enjoy his stuff. So credit to him. And he says, self-explanatory why marriages are on the decline. Men are waking up and women are acting more entitled and less feminine. Thanks to TikTok and OnlyFools, it's easier than ever to see it. Do you agree with this? I think this is super duper interesting, but I know that men are waking up.
Females are judgmental.
Around, I guess this guy, he uploaded a picture on Facebook of his refrigerator. And this is his refrigerator. If you look at his refrigerator, he got all this, like, let's go to the freezer. Like, he got all this frozen food up here. He got, down here, he got all the, like, tea. I see orange juice. I see lemonade. I see coffee. Then he had another picture. Now if you look in the cabinet, he got the chips, the Doritos, he got the Chip-Ahoyas, he got the cupcakes, he got the little bites, the noodles, and a lot of people. Let's go back to the refrigerator. Let's just go back to the refrigerator. So he posted this picture saying, if I had a female to come over here and we, for a date, we could, chill and watch TV and stuff like that. And a lot of females are, bashing him like, I don't want to come over to your house because you got nothing but junk food. Like, what? Like, you don't want to come over to my house because I got junk food and stuff like that, and you think I got kids? I'm starting to think like, man, we gotta do too much to make a female happy. Like, what? Like, first I get an apartment, then I got a full refrigerator with junk food and food. whatever it is in my refrigerator, and I still can't make y'all happy. Like, what else I gotta do to make y'all happy? I got my own place, pay my own bills. I got a full refrigerator of snacks and food. Then wait, look. Then we can Netflix and chill and watch TV and be humble and love each other. And it's still not enough for you females. What do I have to do to make y'all happy? I'm doing everything. Just because I don't have vegetables and frozen food, that doesn't mean I'm not healthy. It's food. You come into my life, help me. Help me. Don't come into my life saying you don't want to talk to me because I got junk food. My food doesn't make my mind. My food doesn't decide what I do in life. Stop judging females. Like, I'm a good we are good men. And we trying to show you a good time. You judging me off my refrigerator? Oh my God. Y'all tripping. I'm starting to think females are tripping, bro. Like, what?
And to be honest, that do look like a great amount of junk food in there. Whoever this man is, he's obviously a young guy. He got to be a college student or just graduating college, because he got nothing but college dorm room food up in there. But good thing that this man is out there surviving and can afford food with the inflation prices going on in 2023.
Stop judging females. Like,
but that's really how a woman would do anyway. She would come over to your apartment and look at everything about you, your closet, your bathroom, your medicine cabinet. A woman is just gonna always judge and look through everything, is always gonna want to judge you and just look through everything to determine if she's gonna keep giving you the box and keep messing with you. That's just how the game go.
I can't stand girls that judge other girls for what they eat, talking about, I care about what I put in my body. Okay, Sarah, I've seen your exes. You clearly don't.
I'm in my 60s. People think that no one looks at you anymore. And the truth of the matter is, I have just as many people who want to sleep with me now as I ever did. There isn't that thing when you walk in the room that every guy goes, ooh, because you're not as easy as you were when you were young. And men recognize that's why they don't look at you as much. It's not because you're not as hot. You're not as easy to... And you're not as easy to get rid of, and you're not as easy to keep quiet. You're not as easy to dump afterwards. You're not as easy to be a side piece. It's not that you're not as hot. You're hotter. Because you're more relaxed. You're less concerned about, do I look great? You know you look great. It's not because you're not as anything. It's just because you're not as easy.
Oh, easy prey.
Miss Sharon Stone need to stop it. Now, back in the day, she was her. She was the bomb. Any man trying to get with this 60-year-old pop icon legend is obviously just trying to scratch something off his bucket list.
Dating as a black girl is probably one of the hardest experiences of my life, because there's so many rules for us. Y'all have just made up all these rules for us. Like, she can't be too rah-rah. She can't be too aggressive. She has to be submissive. She can't be ghetto. She can't be this. She can't be that. Like, I'm just trying to be myself. Like, why can't I just be myself and still be accepted as a woman? Like, I don't understand. I think when women have too much of an opinion and too loud of an opinion, men get intimidated by that. So that's how I'm taking that. You know, it's just weird. I just hate that there's all these rules, you know, because I just feel like there has to be a man out there that's gonna love me for me. Like, love me for me.
Stop!
And I don't know if you guys have heard about the single ladies retreat, where a lot of women was getting together praying in wedding gowns so they can find a husband by the end of this year. Like, man. And I know there's a lot of power in prayer, but I know that a lot of these prayers will not be answered for these ladies. Maybe one or two of this group of 100 women will find a husband, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen for all of them. But God bless their heart. I hope they do find a man.
Rivera, I'm glad you're getting a divorce. Mrs. Rivera, I will say this to you. You're foolish. you had a good thing. As soon as it wasn't a perfect thing, it made you angry. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. You most certainly are not perfect. And the next guy you get is not going to be perfect. And unless you're willing to put up with a little bit of, they say for better or for worse for a reason. It's not going to be all lollipops and sunshine. And when it's not lollipops and sunshine for your husband, you at least give him a lollipop. You might not be able to make the sun shine, but you can give him a lollipop, and you didn't do it. You decided that your marriage was about you, for you, and because of you, and when he hit a rough patch, you were like, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of it. You're not a king and wonderful anymore because you're not doing everything I want to. You're no longer Mr. Perfect, and I have no obligation to give anything to you. That's tired and that's sad, and he's a good dude.
And a lot of times we don't talk about how women date their sons. And single mothers oftentimes do everything but their sons. And that's the reason why I say, a single mother is a fuckboy factory. And the reason why I say that is because it's not that a fuckboy can't be birthed from a two-parent home, although it is, it's an abnormality, it's an anomaly of sorts that you would encounter a significant amount of subpar men that have been raised in destructive two-parent homes. But single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. And you do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
Yeah, she's in that right on the head. This is why most single moms, they hate any woman that their son choose to date or marry.
Being a single mum and dating in the Gold Coast is brutal. First of all, the universe is literally trying to tell me something because my ex, who I was in a traumatic relationship with, was Scorpio. And every single guy that wants to come up to me and get to know me is Scorpio. And they're on the same day as my ex or the day before or after his birthday. So I'm pretty convinced the universe is literally telling me to stay away from all men at this point until I do some serious healing. I really hate being that girl to straight up ask a guy, when's your birthday? Like I'm all woohoo and star signy. I don't know much about star signs besides stay the fuck away from Scorpio. I need to stay the fuck away from Scorpio. But there is just something so unbelievably attractive about Scorpio men. The confidence that these guys breathe. And whenever a man looks at me, I literally feel like everyone just parts ways for us. And then I find out he's Scorpio and it makes total freaking sense. Another weird thing is I'm attracting in a lot younger guys. I'm 36 years old and they're usually around 25 to 27. And I just feel like that's just a little too young for me. I'm also finding out guys here on the Gold Coast, they don't date. They just want to chill. I'm just like, what the fuck is chill? What is that? Turns out that's the obvious. It's coming over, it's banging, and it's bailing. And I am just not for that. I would much rather be spending time on my own than just feeling like literally a piece of meat. I did all of that dumb stuff in my 20s and I'm not about to just go backwards in life. So I've simply just come to the conclusion that I'm going to continue working on loving myself until the right guy shows up, but doesn't only show up, he is going to consistently keep showing up, keep wanting to see me, keep wanting to get to know me, asking the right questions, and then maybe I will give him the time of day.
I had to look up what Gold Coast she was talking about. I thought she was talking about Jacksonville, Florida, but she's talking about Gold Coast in Australia. But I do think she's missing the point that on her social media, the way she carry herself, she act as if she's not aware that she looks a bit easy. So younger men are going to try her. Like most guys her age would try her just to see what's up. The thirst traps that she do on social media, I think she actually loves the attention she gets from younger men. Remember guys, don't listen to what women say. Just watch their actions.
Care what the fuck we have to go through, I'm gonna go through it with you. We're gonna go through it together. I don't... Listen. If you gotta stay with me and find a job, we're gonna sit all night going through applications together. I will not let you fall. You understand me? I am never going to let you fall. I'm always going to have your back. I'm always going to make sure you have it. Look at me. You're not broke. If you can sit there and put food on the table, then you're fine. You got us. Look at me. You're not broke. If you can sit there and put food on the table, then you're fine.
But hey, that's all I got in this video. Definitely drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about the single ladies that was at the retreat wearing wedding gowns and praying, hoping for a husband by the end of this year. And make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching to the end. I will see you in the next video.